If you can look past the clickbait title of this video, I think you'll find it quite useful, because it's no secret that there are periods of the year where it's more difficult to make changes than others, right? You know as well as anybody else that waking up at 6 a.m. in February to go to the gym, or convincing yourself to go for that run after work at 9 p.m. in November is difficult. But it's not just darkness and weather that makes winter a difficult period of time to change your life. And yet it's the period of time where most people pin their hopes on changing their life. People pin their hopes on New Year's resolutions. They think that January is going to be the time when they change their life. It's dark, it's wet, it's miserable, it's difficult. They give up, they get to summer, and they tell themselves they'll start again next year. And that is the main reason why most people fail when it comes to fixing their life. But I believe through experience that between May and October is the best time of the year to fix your life. There are a bunch of benefits that I'm going to try and fly through very quickly in this video, but what I want you to take away are 4 key ideas, 4 key things that you can do between this May and this October to not only have a happier summer, feel more comfortable and confident in yourself, enjoy yourself more, but actually build a really solid foundation that will last you way past this summer, well into the winter, and for years to come. So I won't waste your time. Let's jump straight into these 4 points. And the first one does actually relate to it being sunnier right now, lighter in the mornings, lighter in the evenings. And the first thing that you're going to do this summer to fix your life is develop a consistent sleep and wake time. Every day this summer, you're gonna wake up at the same time in the morning and go to bed at the same time at night. And sure, there'll be the occasional night out or festival or party or something that pulls you away from that. Ignore those days, that's fine. I'm not here to tell you to do it every single day, but for as many days as possible this summer, when it's light in the mornings and it's easier to wake up earlier, you want to be aiming to wake up as early as your body will allow you. And I don't mean 5 a.m., but if you can get out of bed and be moving around by 7 a.m., it's going to be light outside, it's going to be really easy to do it, it's going to help you build that positive circadian rhythm. But crucially, it also means that before work, you're going to have a couple of hours to do things. And in those hours of being able to do things is where you can really begin to fix your life, right? If you wake up at 7 and don't need to be in work till 9, if you wake up at 6 and don't need to be in work till 9, you have a bunch of hours where you can do positive habits like go to the gym, like read a few pages of a book, like journal, like plan your day, like catch up on those things that you currently feel that you don't have time to do. When you wake up early in the morning, you have this reserved period of time before anybody is disturbing you, before anybody expects you to be anywhere, and before you're knackered at the end of the day, right? When you're getting home and wanting to watch TikToks and Netflix, it's because you're depleted. That is not the time to be trying to change your life. Whereas if you can wake up early with this consistent sleep and wake time, open your curtains, see that it's light outside, and go and fix your life in that little window of time that's just your time, just for you, before anybody gets in your way. Doing that with a consistent sleep and wake time, waking up earlier, going to bed earlier, and making sure that you have a really solid sleeping pattern is the way that you're going to have more time, more attention, and more energy this summer. And those 3 things, time, attention, and energy, are crucial when it comes to fixing your life. So the very first thing that you're going to do to fix your life this summer is have a consistent sleep and wake time, and as much as possible, try and push that wake time forward so that you're waking up earlier in the morning when it's light outside. The second thing that you're going to do this summer to improve your life is you're going to go outside and you're going to exercise. Even if you're already going to the gym in the evenings, even if you occasionally go for a run here and there, I want you to build a very solid habit of making sure that you go outside and exercise. That could be a walk, that could be a run, that could be going to the local park and using those sketchy gyms out there, right? Being outside with natural daylight, connecting to the outdoors, removing yourself from screens, removing yourself from these 4 walls. This doesn't have to be your primary workout method. If you're already going to the gym, fantastic. If you're not, consider doing so. It will help you compound the effects of this. But going outside, being in natural light and exercising and moving around and taking advantage of the day is going to help you feel way better. There is nothing worse for your physical and mental health. There is nothing worse for your sense of meaning and belonging and that sense of momentum and direction than you sitting indoors all day, staring at a screen, not connecting, right? Go outside, see other people, move around, have natural light. That in and of itself is enough to change your life. That sounds dramatic, and if you're already doing it, you'll know that I'm right. If you're not, you really ought to consider this summer, when you have better weather, when there are more hours of daylight, going outside and moving. You can do it however you want. What's important here is that every single day you're putting your shoes on, you're going outside and you're moving. That is the second of the 4 things that you're going to do this summer to fix fix your life. The third thing you're going to do is force yourself to make more social plans. Now, the reason I use the word force is because if you're anything like me, you'll know that as you get older, it becomes rarer that you spontaneously fall into social plans. And as a result, because we're all so busy, right? You have your own life to look after, and you have perhaps the lives of other people to look after, and you have your job and your finances and your life admin to look after. The thing that falls to the bottom of the list are social events. But when you lose social events, you lose social connection. And when you lose social connection, you lose a whole bunch of foundational things that prop up your life, that help you fix your life. And so letting go of social connection is like letting go of that momentum. You want to win that back, and this summer is the perfect time to win that back for two reasons. Number one, summer's more sociable, right? Other than around Christmas where everybody seems to meet up, there's way more going on this summer. Whether it's texting a friend and asking them if they want to go for a walk around a park at lunch, whether it's meeting up with an old group from school and going to a festival, whether it's inviting your closest friends on holiday, there are way more opportunities this summer, as you know, to go out there, connect with people and have conversations. And not all of this needs to revolve around drinking and partying and going out, right? You could literally sit on a park bench and talk to somebody for 45 minutes. Just tell them how you're feeling, ask about their life, catch up with them. If you've ever had one of those uninterrupted, open-ended conversations with somebody that you like, whether it's romantic or platonic, you will know that there is no better feeling in this world, no better way to feel connected and alive than just having conversations and having social connection. And so every single week this summer, you're going to force yourself at least once to meet with somebody. That could be a date from Tinder or Hinge. That could be meeting up with an old school friend. That could be suggesting going for a walk at lunch with a colleague. That could be meeting with a family member that you haven't seen in a while. Once per week, this entire summer, you are going to meet with another person, and you're going to do something that makes you feel not only closer to them, but more connected with yourself. And then the fourth and final thing you're going to do this summer to fix your life also revolves around connecting with yourself. This one sounds weird, but hear me out. This summer, you are going to become your own best friend. Ignore the going to the gym we spoke about, ignoring the getting outside, ignoring the social events, ignoring the idea of potentially dating for a second. Before you think about capitalizing on any of that, before you think about how you're really going to fix your life externally, you need to like who you are inside. And one of the easiest ways to do this, to foster a better relationship with yourself and to enjoy your lived experience of life every single day, is to become comfortable spending time on your own, or as I put it, becoming your own best friend. So this summer, even if it's once every couple of weeks, find a small pocket of time where you can go out of your way to do something alone that you enjoy, whether it's going for a walk with a coffee, whether it's visiting a museum, whether it's jumping on a train and going somewhere random, getting in the car and taking a drive somewhere and listening to your favorite podcast or listening to music. You're going to become comfortable with spending time on your own this summer. Because when you can do that in a nice surrounding, when you can do that with nice distractions around you to bring you closer to yourself, when it doesn't feel that weird or miserable, that relationship that you're building with yourself, that foundation that you're fostering of actually enjoying time alone is everything. Because in the winter months when you spend less time with people, you're going to be just as solid. In the periods of time when you need to focus on yourself because you want to capitalize on your health or your finances or focus on your career and work late, during those chapters of life when you're going to face more solitude, whether by design or by force and circumstance, if you're already comfortable with that voice in your head, being alone and being okay with it, that is going to make you unshakable. That is a really key element to fixing your life. So this video could be really long. This video could be really complicated. There could be a huge list. I could try and keep you watching for 25 minutes, but that's not what this is about. Those 4 things, if you focus on them consistently, having a consistent sleep and wake time, getting outdoors and doing some sort of outdoor exercise, hopefully in the daylight, forcing yourself to make social plans at least once a week to feel more connected to other people, and becoming your own best friend to feel more connected to yourself whilst it's warm, whilst it's sunny, whilst it's light, whilst it's nice outside. Doing those things to build a foundation this summer when you're going to find it easier is not only going to make this summer more enjoyable, happier, more fun, more memorable, but if you can build those habits now, they are going to help you so much during the dark winter months, and they're going to make sure that your life for years to come is just far more enjoyable. They are the 4 things you're going to do this summer to fix your life. So if you're going to try it, I'm really excited for you, and whatever you get up to this summer, hope it's fun.